off before I get copywritten, y'all. All right, I'm coming again, y'all. I'm coming again with the Fattie Wattie butter cake, all right? Fattie Wattie butter cake. So many fatty ingredients in this recipe. I couldn't eliminate it. Fattie Wattie. But it's your average butter cake, but at the same time, with a touch of V, okay? So we're gonna go ahead on and do this Fattie Wattie butter cake, okay? But yeah, I don't wanna get copywritten. Turn my boy down. It's one of my favorite songs. Y'all know this baby face. Okay. Yeah, I don't own that. I don't own that. All right, that's babyface life. That's not me. All right, let's go on and do this. Let's take this stroll. All right, let's roll. Okay, inspirators, we're gonna kick it off with, first we're gonna start with our flour. Yeah, we have 3 cups of flour. Then we got 3 cups of sugar. And we have not 6, but 7 eggs this round. 7 eggs, 7 large eggs, room temperature. And we have 1/4 of room temperature sour cream. And then we have not 2, not 3, but 4 sticks of softened salted butter. Or should I say room temperature? It's not really softened. It's room temperature, which would be better for this cake. And we're going to be using the flavors. Yes, I'm going to be using 1/4 of this almond extract. I'm going to use 1/4 of this almond extract. Then I'm going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And then I'm also coming with a teaspoon of butter flavor. And as you can see, I got the Clabber Girl baking powder. I'm going to be using 2 teaspoons of that. And as a matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and put that baking powder in, mix it with our flour. All right, let's get that mix going with our flour. And if you choose to use cake flour, that will be fine too. But this is all-purpose flour. We're going to get that mixed real well and toss it to the side till we're ready to use it. Then as you can see here, I already have greased and floured down my bun pan. I have the tube pan floured down, greased and floured down. And this is what I use to grease it down. It's Crisco shortening. Yes, it does the job well. Okay, as you can see, I got Big Mama in the picture now. And we're going to go on and start her off with the butter. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get Big Mama rolling. Okay, I psyched myself out that time, y'all. And turn her down just a notch. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and scrape the bowl down. Scrape the bowl down. Okay, we're gonna go on and place our sugar in, and we're gonna do that slowly like we usually do. Gonna do this very slowly. Okay, after our bowl scraped down again, we're gonna go ahead and start on our eggs. Okay, y'all, I think I'm gonna let it roll just a little bit more. Okay, just a few more minutes, about 1 or 2 more minutes. All right, everybody. Doesn't it look a little bit more fluffier to you all? Looks a little bit more fluffier to me. I think I did the right thing this time, y'all. Okay, let's get our eggs started off. Okay, now that we place our eggs in, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off and scrape it down one more good time again. All right, we're gonna place Big Mama in the background for a second or so. And I'm gonna let y'all see what I have here. I'm coming with a half cup of milk. And I'm gonna go ahead and add in the half teaspoon of vanilla. I'm gonna add all three of the flavors into our milk. There's also going to be a half teaspoon of butter extract. And a fourth of almond extract. That almond extract goes a long way. Just a little goes a long way. Okay, we got Big Mama back in the picture. I'm gonna go ahead and place the flour in. About a cup worth of flour. Then we come in with the wet stuff with our milk and flavors. And I'm gonna put half of that milk in there. Then I'm also gonna add the sour cream. Once again, that's a fourth of sour cream. Get all the goodness in. All the Fattie Wattie in. Get all that Fattie Wattie in there. We can't help it. This is what makes it so good, y'all. We can't help it. We can't help it. Okay, next we are gonna come again with about another cup worth of flour. Then next I'm going to come again with the remaining of the milk. And let's do our bowl scraping again. Get everything well incorporated. Then next we're going to come with our last mix of flour. Now we're going to put the remaining in there. I'm going to put all of it in, much as I can. Now you have to pop that bowl to make sure you get all your flour out. And let Big Mama take a stroll on it. And this completes the mix. Okay, yeah, we're gonna also make sure that our mix is well mixed before we place it in our pan. And make sure you continue to check as you pour it in your pan, because sometimes at the very bottom, your mix does not mix all the way in. And you find yourself stirring it and trying to get it mixed in the process of pouring it in your pan. So make sure you just get that paddle and just stir the best that you can from the bottom. And try not to stir too much because you don't want to overmix your cake either. Yes, we have to do that. You can tell when it's not mixed well because it looks a little soupier and thinner at the bottom of the bowl. And you can kind of see a lot of butter floating around mixed with sugar at the bottom of your bowl. Or should I say the mixture of it together, because you don't see the sugar, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go on that. Okay, now that we got our goodness placed into our tool pan, get it all in there, all of it. All right, I'm going to fiddle it around with this paddle. Make sure everything is leveled out well. This is the way I do it. Some people slide over the top of it and get that even surface on that cake, but I just fiddle with it to make sure that it gets even that way. That's the way I do mine. Everybody do theirs different, y'all. I usually don't pop out air bubbles, but I'm doing it to this one. And here we are, y'all. Yeah, set that oven on 325, and you're gonna bake this cake for 1 hour and 25 minutes. Yes, you get your golden brown butter cake. Skewer testing. It comes out clear. No cake mix. Comes out clear on that side. No cake mix. That lets you know that your cake is ready. To the ones that's unfamiliar with it. And also when your cake pull away from the edges of the pan, that also gives you a sign that your cake is ready. Okay, as y'all see here, I have a saucepan on the oven. Have my saucepan ready. And here I have a cup of water. I'm placing this cup of water in there. And while that cake is getting cool, we're going to be preparing this good old syrup for it. And I placed a cup of sugar into it. In my next round, I'm getting a half stick of butter. If you choose to get a whole stick of butter, that's up to you. And yes, you can do it that way, but I'm choosing a half stick. Okay, we're going to stir that mix all in. And when it starts to get hot, I'm going to show y'all the process of it. Each step, okay? But yeah, I'm helping it out a little bit so that it can get off to a good start. And then I have my temperature on medium high. And if you're going to have it on medium high, make sure that you attend it. Don't leave it unattended until it is ready. I'm also going to add just a drop, about an eighth of butter flavor in there. That's about an eighth's worth of butter extract flavor. Okay, it's getting the start. It's getting a head start. And okay, if it's looking like this, bubbly and slightly getting a little bit thicker, then you may be on to something. Yes, your syrup may be just about ready. If you don't see any sugar crystals dancing across your spoon, then that's a sign that it is ready, okay? You see there? That syrupy, buttery look there? This is how it should look. It doesn't have to be real thick. It just have to be just a little bit. It's kind of like making a Kentucky butter cake. Yes, here we go. And what we're going to do, our cake is cooled down, of course. I'm going to pour all of this syrup on the top of and around the edges, surfaces of the cake. And I'm going to pour all of it on there. You have a choice whether you want to pour it all on there or not. If you don't choose to, you don't have to do it this way. And if you like it syrupy and rich in that texture, then try it. Try putting all of it on. Syrupy, but I don't like it too syrupy. I want to taste the cake. And matter of fact, I'm thinking this, yes, it did work out just fine. We're going to let that cake drink as much of this syrup as possible. This cake could have went without this syrup because it is a lovely cake. It's not dry. I'm not adding this for dryness. I'm adding this for more richness. Because it is not a dry cake. Trust me, it's not. Every dry surface, I'm going to wet it with the syrup that I see that is wet. And you can poke holes into it. You want to poke holes into it, then that's fine. You can do that too. Just once you get all that syrup poured around there, let it set for a little while, about 15 minutes or so, before you decide to take it out the tube pan. Woohoo! Come the hard part, y'all. Oh my gosh, it's just dripping, dripping. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be wonderful. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna have to do it like this, y'all. Let me go get a plate. This is just, oh my God, wonderful. Oh, this is gonna be wonderful, y'all. Very wonderful. Okay, let me get a plate. I gotta get a plate for this. And I'm gonna have to spray it with some, put some butter on top of this plate, because we don't want our topping to tear up. So we're gonna have to put some butter on top of this plate. So when I do my flip, it won't stick to it. Y'all get it? We're gonna have to do something. We're gonna put a little oil. We're gonna do this little trick here, okay? So our cake won't stick to the surface won't stick to the cake. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Kind of butter it up. Okay, I think that's probably gonna be good enough, hopefully. Cause we want all our cake. We want all our cake, y'all. Oh my God, I didn't know it was gonna be this luscious. It's like dripping. Okay, we gotta pick. I'm gonna slide it off the cutting board. Okay. And then I'm going to, whoa. Let's see what happens. Oh my gosh. Would you look at that? Look at that, yeah. Oh, I'm glad I dropped the right thing. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Whoa. All right, look at that. See, that's what happens. That's how it turned out, y'all. Look at that. Close up. Yeah, the edges. It's just soaked in. That butter and that syrup, sugar syrup, is just soaked into the cake, y'all. It gave me more than what I expected. Look at the board. Wow. All right, y'all ready for the inside results, y'all? Let's get those inside results. Look at that wetness on the outside. Pie from there, and we're gonna get a piece of this good old piece of this butter cake. Let's get this butter cake out. Oh my gosh! Look at there, y'all. Look at that. Look at that soaking in right there. You see that soaking in back there, and on the top right up here. Wow. Wow, the soaking in is just wonderful. Wow, the syrup soak-in is wonderful. Look how far it went. Oh my God, you see that? Let's try it, y'all. Let's try it. Set it right here. And look at the inside of the cake. I didn't poke holes in it, but it's all around the edges, kind of like where I wanted it on this butter cake. We're gonna slide that back. I'm gonna go on and let y'all see how this cake tastes. All right, look at there, look at that setting in there. Oh, this good old butter cake. Oh, it's so moist. Very moist, y'all, very moist. Oh my God. Oh, it's flavorful too, y'all. Very good. Look at that. You see all that sitting in there? That flavor sitting in there. All that good syrup on it. It's so moist. Wow. Now, don't y'all be forgetting to comment, share, like, subscribe. Do all that good stuff, okay? Turn those notification bells on. And once again, I want to thank y'all for taking that stroll just to see how everything goes when living with V.